be Mike McSee and Mike. A crazy weekend.
Yeah, another crazy weekend.
You know, some forfeits, some teams winning that weren't supposed to win, and the log jam on the 8-man flag just more,
continues.
more
yes.
jammed.
Yeah, it does.
And more jammed. So we're going to go right to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to dissect this thing and see what we got.
All right.
Right back.
As restaurants come and go, it is rare to find an establishment like Steve's Sizzling Steaks. Steve's has focused on excellent food, comfortable ambiance, and a friendly staff. Times sure have changed since Steve's first opened their doors, but what hasn't changed is the family atmosphere that makes Steve's so special. Open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 11:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Located at 620 Route 17 South in Carlstadt, New Jersey, or call 201-438-9677 for your reservation.
All right, so as we said, Mike, it's a log jam, and if you look at our standing sheet, we have 1, 2, 3 teams locked at 5 and 2.
Yep.
You look at the top, the Canes and the All-Stars both have one game left.
Right.
And when we get to the schedule, if all things go to form, they should both finish 7 and 1.
Yeah, they should.
The Canes getting the number 1 seed with their 2-point victory over the
2-point
All-Stars.
victory, yeah. Hey, that's all it takes sometimes.
Yeah, and I said to you before, it seems like the Kodiaks haven't played in like 9 years.
Yeah, with Mother's Day. No, well, we played on Mother's Day, and then there was a rain out and forfeits and bye weeks. Yeah, I feel like they haven't been around.
Yeah, and this is it for the regular season.
I mean, hopefully this doesn't cool them off. Like you said, it's got to be at least 3 weeks with the rain delay or with the forfeit of Sharkies
and the one weather delay.
So hopefully this doesn't cool them off because they were on a great super hot start. You know, stumbled 2 weeks in a row, and then it was like, okay, we haven't had a game.
Yeah, I mean, they went from 5 and 0 to when are these guys playing again?
Yeah. So
You
hopefully it helps them. Any injuries, anything like that, guys will be nice and rested. They will not have any excuses come playoff time.
Well, I can't wait when we review the schedule because that's when we're really going to get into it.
Yeah.
AFC 6-on-6. Again, a lot of teams have completed their seasons.
Yeah, right.
And the All-Stars, once again, lock up the number 1 seed in the AFC. Blazers lock up the 2 seed. And we played this record before, right?
Yeah, exactly. How many times have we said that? All-Stars 1, Blazers 2.
But I want to make a couple of comments about the 3 and 4 team.
Okay.
Now, right now, the Warriors are at 4 and 3 with 1 game remaining.
1 game, right. Yeah, them and the Purple Label have that makeup game they got to do.
Right. Now, we have to see what happens there. Deja vu. I look back at their season.
Okay.
You know, they have 3 losses, but they lost by 6 points to the All-Stars.
This is a good team, man. We've been talking about this team for, since they've come in, 2 seasons ago? I like this team. I'm not too worried about them. You know, they may settle in at that 4. They like that 4 spot right now, but that's still a good spot for them. I think they'll be able to work just fine from right there.
And the team above them, and I did the game last Sunday with the Broken Trojans and the Throwbacks, and they've now won 4 in a row.
Uh-oh.
And Oscar and Alfredo sauce have it really going on, man.
All right.
And they played Throwbacks, who now Sonny is very, very quick.
Right.
And they have a couple other real fast guys. And I saw Alfredo out-sprint these guys.
Wow. That was an important game, too. That was an important matchup, Throwbacks, Broken Trojans,
Yeah.
It could have been either way. Throwbacks could be sitting right now at that number 3 spot with a 5 and 3 record instead. So that was a very important game. So that's good. Shows Broken Trojans are ready to take on this second season.
And the Warriors were sitting on top of the world a couple of weeks ago now.
They were.
4 and 3.
They were, yeah.
And somewhere in the middle of the pack. Now, if they win, again, it's a tiebreaker situation. And remember, when there are 3 teams with the same record, the tie-breaking situation changes. It's a different set of rules, right?
Right.
So we have to wait and see what happens there.
Wait and see.
The throwbacks finish out at 4-4, up and down season for them. They got 1-3 in a row, and then reality.
They're still right there, 4-4. That's good middle ground right there for them. I like that.
Goonies.
Goonies got to play in. Yep, they got to play in.
Goonies.
Not a play in.
Let me tell you something, guys. We're going to get you on film. You don't have to go run into JT like JT is our police force or something. You know, we are our own entity. We will get you on film. If you have a problem or a question, contact MC directly.
ACFL Films.
He keeps giving out his website.
At Gmail.
And running to JT does not help your cause. We're going to get you filmed. As a matter of fact, it's going to be this week anyway.
Yes.
You were on the schedule to be filmed this week anyway. Ask us. Don't ask somebody else to ask us.
All right.
All right? Enough of that now. Purple Label, my boys have hit the skids.
Yeah, I mean, 1-6 is not hitting the skids. They've hit the skids a while ago. Good team, though.
They kept showing signs of life.
They show, very, you've said this from early in the season, very athletic team. They just need to get that.
Learn how to play.
This could, Warriors, watch out. I still think the Warriors are the wild card in this 6-on-6, the whole playoff thing for a championship. I really do, but watch out. This team could surprise you. This Purple Label could sneak up because it is a very athletic team.
They might play defense one week.
They might.
Hey, you know what? I got my tires are in bad shape. So
all right.
When your tires are in bad shape, who do you go see? You go see Johnny
sure do.
At Ray's Tires. So Johnny, help me out. Help some guys out in here. Talk to us.
How you doing, people? Welcome to Raymond's Tires. My name is John. Just want to let you guys know we're open 7 days a week. We've been in business for over 15 years. Our hours are from 8 to 7 every day. The only day we close is Christmas Day. Flat fixes start at $10. Balancing, $10. Used tires, $25 and up. New tires, if you purchase all 4, you get everything included. Mounted, balance, wheel alignment, everything. Customer service is our #1 priority. If you come to our place and you don't have what it takes to get done, we will give you the service at no charge, because customer service, again, is our #1 priority. Thank you for stopping by.
All right, getting back now to the NFC, we said that the AFC picture is pretty clear.
Pretty clear, yeah.
Pretty clear. But now the NFC is a little clouded. Somehow, the Cobras find themselves in first place.
Yeah.
The new breed who we had touted as Look Out America.
Look out, yeah. They stumbled a little bit. That could be, though, just a little stub of the toe right there.
The new breed. And the Bruins leveled off to finish at 5-3, which...
The only team in the NFC right now, 6-on-6, that's played all 8 games. So it is still somewhat wide open. I mean, Cobras, New Breed, both lose this weekend. Who knows? Could happen. Now you have that 3-way tie with the Bruins, you know. You still have the Lightning, surprising, had to forfeit last week, sitting at 4-3, along with the Bears, along with the Savages. Again, so this division is still kind of wide open, you know?
One game between first and sixth.
Yeah, so, you know, a lot could happen, I'm sure.
You've been saying all year, wait for the Bears. Wait for the Bears. They're going to get it now. They're scoring points. They're playing defense.
They've always played defense. They get that offense grooving. They're a tough team to beat. We've seen that throughout the season. We've seen them in the championship games. We've seen them throughout the playoffs. If they can get their offense going. Defense, I have no questions. I keep saying, we say it off camera all the time. The Lightning and the Bears join together. Lightning offense, Bears defense. That's a dangerous team. But, you know, Bears, we know the defense is showing up. Yeah. They're gonna do whatever they can to shut you down, and they usually do. Good, tough, physical defense. It's that offense. They need to get that offense moving.
And I got a post from the Bears at 4 a.m. It turned out to be bogus. But somebody had pointed out, and I responded. I said, look, you guys still got to win one. And then somebody said, well, they've never been in a chip game. Wrong. They lost to the All-Stars 33-19, which was a relatively close game for a while. Till the All-Stars pulled away. So watch out for the Bears. I agree now.
Everyone except for the Bruins can say that they've lost to the Bears in the they've lost to the All-Stars in the chip game. So that's not a. But yeah, watch out for the Bears. They've been around for a while, man.
They know
It's
how
their
to
offense.
win.
It's their offense. Okay, let's move on here.
All right, touch. Oh, my favorite division.
Your
Touch.
favorite division and your favorite team, right?
Bucks in the 18. 6-1, both heading into the last week of the season. When we look at the schedule,
Yep.
we'll see if there's a possibility of that changing. If
Yeah.
not, Mr. Tiebreaker.
Yeah, this is for the A team though. This is the dangerous part of the season. They're going into the playoffs. 6-1, always,
Now
every
they got
year.
one more week to play well.
Yeah, they got one more week to play well for us to go, you know what, this is the season. But it just might be. Bucks are, that's going to be a tough team to take down right now. But A team,
won 6 in a row.
This is, yeah.
Won 6 straight. And here's a team really finishing up well, the Ozone.
Ozone are finishing up straight.
You know, they've won 3 straight. Sonny's got them moving, and he's got these 2 kids that when you look at the Ozone throwback tape,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Ozone, it's tough to kind of.
Odell Beckham.
Yeah, there you go.
Looks like him.
I know. Ozone's, they could be that one laying in the grass. We'll see.
You know, this is
Still,
where
but you still have the Slugs always sticking around. Your favorite team.
my favorite team, who got smoked by the Ozone. I know
And you
Luigi
loved it,
wasn't
right?
there.
And
No,
you loved it.
no,
You loved it. No.
Grant Street Slaughterhouse at 3 and 4. They'd like to finish at an even 500.
Right.
Wildcats are finished.
Yeah.
And the Barracudas, we finally got you on film, boys. But you guys, just like you say, you're there to have fun, and that's a good attitude to have. Get
That's
some players.
Yeah.
Do something with us.
They're
But,
doing what they want to do. Anywho,
That's a wrap on the touch and the NFC.
on our standings,
So
yeah.
we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to go to results and scheduling.
Boom.
We're going to
For week
do
9,
that.
8.
Do that. For the first time, we're doing that together. Usually,
Yeah,
we do the
usually
scores
we
first.
got a little out of.
But we got a little out
there.
of whack. We
That's
did the
all right.
teams. That's all right. We'll go down the scores real quick because then we do the schedule.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see
That's right.
how it's going to
There you go.
Right back.
There is nothing like a warm, fresh bagel first thing in the morning. Whether it's piled high with eggs and bacon, fluffy mounds of cream cheese, or slathered with rich, creamy butter, the perfect bagel is the perfect way to start your day. And here at Howard's, we know just how important it is that your morning start off just right. So if you're off on your way to work, looking for a cup of coffee made just the way you like it, or you just need that extra something to make today special, Howard's is here not just for breakfast, but also for lunch with all of our signature sandwiches. We also deliver and are a great choice for all catering occasions. And we also have the sweetest bakery around. So come on down to Howard's. Bagels, bakery, and deli. We have everything you need to make sure that you have a delicious day.
All right, Mikey, take us back in. Why don't you start us with that 8 on 8?
All right, we'll hit with the
Take
scores
care.
first. You had Bankers, Wolfgang. I don't know what happened with these guys.
They scored.
They scored, but again, you know, it's still just, all right, we did say we were going to not mention the Wolfgang anymore about their season. So, Bankers, good job. They took care of what they had to, got up to that 5th spot right now. They're 5-2.
They're
We'll see if
one
they
of
can
the
hold on.
teams at 5
They are,
and 2.
yeah, they're one of the teams at 5-2 right now. Though, if that's still the split, that top 4 championship and the bottom 8 championship, right?
bubble.
Yeah, right there, they're on that bubble. This week could be a big week for them. So we'll see when we get into the scores. The schedule, how they're looking, right? Then you have All Stars. This was a pretty easy game to look like for the All Stars. All Stars 40, multiple scoregasm 6. Scoregasm had a rough season.
Still have
26.
players. Still
They
have
still,
players.
right. Still, yeah, this is another one of those teams, though, that as they learn a little more, get used to playing in the league against these other teams, learn these other teams, their defenses, their schemes, I think they'll be okay. They're athletic enough.
All Stars on all cylinders.
Yeah,
right now.
and yeah, All Stars
at
are a
the
tough
right
one.
time.
Yes. This was a surprise, though. The Hawkeyes,
Hawkeyes, this is a forfeit.
yeah, a forfeit. That's what I'm saying. That's a surprise that they, forfeit. This was one of many forfeits this week. What do we have? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we had 3 forfeits this week. That's rough, man. And Hawkeyes, they could have used a win here.
No, that would have brought, I don't know who would have won this game.
Right. We talked about this game last week. This was really a pick-em. I still think about it like, wow, this would have been a really good game. This would have been a great smash mouth type of game, very athletic, very high flying, good quarterbacks that can run, good receivers, good defenses.
Right.
This would have been a good game.
Right. And now
Shame on you, Hawkeyes.
that forfeit now got the Warriors to 6-2.
Yeah,
So
Warriors
they're
are happy with that forfeit.
They're locked in at 6-2 with a tiebreaker over the Kodiaks.
Yeah.
Now this is and as you go down the list, we're going to see how this works. So
Right.
Warriors are 6-2 now, and they have a tiebreaker over the Kodiaks.
Yeah. Oh, another forfeit coming up right there. Bulldogs Express. Bulldogs getting a win. And again, a win that they needed. Keeps them alive. Kind of jumps them in, still in that mix of that 5-2, right there with the Bankers. Hawkeyes, well, they dropped down. But again, the Kodiaks, Bankers, Bulldogs right now are all sitting at 5-2.
And guess who the Bulldogs beat earlier in the season?
Somebody.
Warriors.
Warriors. That's
So
right.
again, there we go. We're going to have, this head-to-head tiebreaker stuff's a lot of fun to talk about.
Yeah.
But if you have three teams at 6-2, here we go again.
Here we
with
go,
that
yeah.
multiple team tiebreaker.
Right. Canes, no Wally, slow moving. I don't want to call this a defensive game because.
Well, I did this game.
Right. You were there. We saw you. We got you.
And I'll tell you what. The Canes had 7 people to start the game.
Right.
Frankie started at quarterback.
Yeah.
Earl showed up with about 8 minutes left in the first half. Plan B had the ball 4 times inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
One time they had first and goal from the 2 and couldn't put it in. It was, I'll tell you what, guys, I know you were trying.
Yeah.
They completed maybe 4 passes the entire game. Their quarterbacks could not get a pass completion.
Well, we see the Canes defense showed up, but it's.
Well, game goes in overtime.
It goes in,
there.
and Earl, of
Takes
course,
the
runs
snap,
it in.
20-yard run, wins the game.
How
in
many times have
overtime.
you seen that guy though get that game winner? How many times we saw it in that great chip game, that 4 overtime game?
Yeah.
Who ended up going in? Earl. The HOB game.
Earl.
To get him there. So it's like, but quarterback, I don't know. They gotta find another backup.
Earl. I mean, the Canes never lost their heads in this game.
No,
Never lost
this is
their
a
heads.
team. We've said it a million times. This is a team. You know what I mean? This isn't. I'm the all-star. We're following this. This is so-and-so's team. This is so-and-so's team. Yeah, this team may have their leaders, their captains, but they play as a team. They know how to play. They are committed to going to practice, going over plays, and doing that. That's what's good when they show up with only 7 guys. They can hang in for as long as until reinforcements come. They're committed. But all the good teams are committed. All-stars are committed.
Yeah.
Kodiaks are committed. These teams are committed. Those are the ones that win.
Usos in a forfeit win over the Sharkies.
Hey, Usos.
Enough
2
said
wins.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
Touch, okay, I'll take this one, Mike. Ozone, 43-6 over the Barracudas. No surprise there.
Yeah.
Ozone
Two
just all over this
kickoff
game.
returns in touch.
And you watch number
was-
7. It's number 7 or number 3. It was one of those kids.
One of them.
Oh, man, both of them can
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
A-team in a forfeit win over the Wildcats to get to 6-1.
Yeah.
And the Bucks legitimately took care of business. They had a little bit of a problem with the Grant Street Slaughterhouse.
A little
They
bit.
gave
I mean,
up
2-score
30
game.
They gave up 30 points, though.
They did give up 30 points, but they did score 45. So, they were the most. That was the closest game in the touch this week. Was a 15-point spread.
All right, and let's get to the 6-on-6 before we go to a commercial and then do the schedule. Blazers 20-19 over the Warriors. Missed extra point somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
And again, the Warriors have now lost their last 3. Well, they lost 3 games.
They lost. They're on a 2-game losing streak. I think they're
lost
all right.
by a total of 3 points.
Yeah,
Full
they're
5
right
points,
there.
whatever it was.
I like this. I'm going to say it again. I like this Warriors team as a 6-on-6 team. Done.
And the Bennett boys were very accommodating in getting BP their first win of the season.
Well, that's nice of them.
And I mean, the Deadly Assassins were beaten by 16 points by
Yeah.
a team that was winless. That's not good for the Bennett boys.
That's not.
I
that's
think
not.
they're trying to get on the show sooner than
I
later.
think
they
so.
want to
I
get
think
eliminated.
so. Well, we'll see what happens this weekend.
Broken Trojans. I did this game.
Yep, we talked about this
44
one.
over the throwback.
Yep.
The Oscar Alfredo combination.
You're liking it.
Watch out.
Yeah. You talked about this last year, too, when these guys were on, what was that, the Bulldogs, right?
Yeah.
When they were playing. Yeah, they, watch out. You like that. You like that combination. You love Alfredo.
Alfredo, I'm telling you, the guy, you look at
He's
him.
your favorite, man. It's all right.
Well, I like
it's all right.
I like him
You're
on
on the
my
wagon.
spaghetti sauce.
You're on the wagon. That's all right.
But you look at this guy, and there's no way you think he's that fast. So you're looking at the bottom of his shoes while you're chasing him,
I hear you. I myself am deceptively fast.
Cobra, yeah, faster than the refrigerator.
Fuck, you didn't just see that? All right.
Cobra.
Cobra's Lightning, another
forfeit.
Another forfeit.
And it forfeits the Cobras into first place.
It does, yeah.
Which is amazing because the Cobras, I mean, we've talked about them, but we never really, never really came up and won a big game.
Yeah, I mean, they're still 5-2. It's not like they're just kind of creaking in, but some of those games, those 2 losses, were against the bigger teams that could have gone either way. And that's what you want from those top teams when they play the New Breed, when they play the Bruins, when they play the All-Stars, the Blazers, the Deja Vu. Those teams, you expect, hey, you might lose.
Yeah.
You might lose because these teams are just as good, if not a little better, that day than you. So I don't think the Cobras we just haven't talked about a lot, because they're doing what they do. Chuck it downfield
and hope.
And yeah.
All right, the Bruins. I was going to say the
Bruins.
Bruins. Jay loosening up for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Dispatching the nice snatch, 47-13. And
Yes,
Goonies
sir.
over my Purple Label boys by 2 points.
By
so
2
this
points.
is another close game that Purple Label lost.
And they're going to have that rematch this weekend.
Yeah.
All right, it's at 8 and 9.
And it's very strange because the Purple Label are going to play a makeup game.
Yeah.
Before going into their playoff game.
Yeah, they got a rough day on Sunday.
The second game is the playoff game. So you don't know if they're locked into the 8-9 spot, you don't know how much energy they're going to use in that first game because it really doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
All-Stars, we talked about this.
All-Stars Deja Vu. Yep.
Deja Vu again in another game.
Yeah, I would say they are maybe 2 seasons away from really figuring this whole thing out because they've been there.
They were close last year.
And all of a sudden, and they were just, the deja vu. I remember like week 6 last year, we're like, where did these guys come from?
Yeah.
Where did they come from? And they just, they bang out, win after win after win.
I remember that Sunday after the show, I did their game against the Blazers. They upset the Blazers in that game, and they said, now you know who we are.
Yeah, and it was they had another great game against the Blazers earlier in this year that really could have gone either way. It was to the end. I mean, a little bit at the end, but up to it, it was a great game. I like this Deja Vu. I'm telling you, give them 2 more seasons, and they are going to be that 2-3 solid always, competing with the Blazers and the All-Stars, and if they stay in that AFC division.
But would you have to say, though, really, that the 6-on-6 this year, there isn't, other than the All-Stars.
Right.
Take the All-Stars out of the equation. And maybe the Blazers, too, because they went 7-1.
Right.
But the rest of the teams are like this far apart.
Oh, I know.
There's not a lot.
That's why we love the 6-on-6, man. 6-on-6 is where it's at.
There's not a big gap.
There is not.
And the Bears, again,
took care of
they get the
Grey Hawks.
And take care of them easily. Okay, so we're going to take our last commercial break.
Boom.
We come back, schedule and prediction.
Peace.
Right back. Hey, Joey B here in Mark Perrone's hairstyling salon in Morris Plains, New Jersey. And I guess, Mark, I have to interrupt you. I guess I caught you at a bad time.
Joe.
What makes you what you are?
First of all, Joe, when you come in here, you're part of the family. We make you feel that comfortable. Whether you're a young kid, older gentleman, or one of my hairpiece customers, we make you feel at home here at Mark Perrone's. Well, we do men's hair replacement, custom hair replacement. We do little kids are our favorite. We do some women haircuts, but basically it's a men's barbershop. Back old school with new flair. It's a nice atmosphere, and you are all welcome from everywhere.
Here's the guy, here's the man. He's owns the shop, cuts the hair, sweeps it out every once in a while too.
Absolutely, yeah.
Joey B from Mark Perrone's. Come on in and get yourself a nice do.
Open Tuesday to Friday, 10 to 7 p.m., Saturday, 8:30 to 5 p.m., Sundays, 10 to 3 p.m., closed on Mondays.
Well, this is the schedule. Otherwise, like I think Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
It's easy to figure this out.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
So let's go right over to the Hackensack turf field. Bankers, Canes. Bankers are 5-2.
Yeah.
Canes looking to lock up the number 1. I'm going Canes here.
Yeah, I'm going Canes.
And that makes the Bankers 5-3. And where do they go from there?
Yeah.
If that happens.
This is a big, Bankers, you want to prove something. Even in a close loss, I think that proves something with the Bankers. But they went 5-2. Yeah. Much better than last year. Last year, we were all over these guys. They figured out how to finish out games. Again, they're 5-2. They're putting up a decent amount of points, but they are giving up some. But hey, Bankers, they could, but I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
Uso, multiple scoregasms. This is a good game for the multiple scoregasms. Get a little confidence boost.
Yeah, this is also a good game for the same reason for the Usos.
Well,
hey, let's finish out this season. Let's have some fun. Let's see what we got. I think this is.
I'm going scoregasms here.
Yeah, I'm going to go Usos on this one.
You are.
I am.
Here we go. All right, and in a very, very important game, the Wolfgang has a chance to be big-time spoilers.
Oh, big time.
Because the Bulldogs have the tiebreaker over the Warriors.
Yes.
If it's head-to-head.
If it's head-to-head.
We got to keep saying that
I
because
know.
it could be a three-way. The Bulldogs, if they could knock off the Wolfgang, are 6-2 and are technically ahead of the Warriors.
This is a big game. Wolfgang,
big game. Big
Let's
game.
have something good to say about next week. But I am going Bulldogs, I believe.
I am going to go Bulldogs also because this is their biggest game.
This is their biggest game, yeah.
And how long?
But, maybe the Wolfgang. No, they won't.
Let's switch over to the other turf field.
turf?
Part 2. Ozone, Grand Street, Slaughterhouse, and the Ozone end the season on a winning note.
Yeah, I would say so.
5-3.
I would say so.
A good season for them. They were not
very good.
Last season, I think they were a little below 500. Now they've made a leap.
Yep.
And I keep talking about these two guys, but they're really good.
All right.
18 Banana Slugs. Now, this is a message game.
All right.
It's a message game. If the Banana Slugs can step up and win this game, the A-team's done.
Really?
They're done. They will.
The playoffs haven't started yet. They can't be done.
Done. They will be done.
Yeah, this is. I think. Yeah, this is a big game for the A-team. But again, also for Banana Slugs. I think it's a statement for both teams.
Luigi there?
If
Luigi's not there. If Luigi's not there,
it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough game for the Slugs.
I'm going to have to make it.
If Luigi is there, let's go on that this is a full-strength team.
There, I think the Slugs will win this game.
Sorry, Luigi.
I'm sorry. I'm mushing
He's
you.
betting on you.
I'm
I'm going to go other way, man. I think the Ozone. I mean, where are we? A-team. Sorry, I believe the A-team. Again, it is not the end of the regular. It is the end of the regular season, not the playoffs yet. They are still rolling, winning 6 in a row. Again, part of their season almost every year. They lose first, second, or third week, and it's like, oh, A-team, well, I don't know. And then all of a sudden they rally off 4, 5, 6 in a row. Let's hope they can carry that over, but I'm going
Now
A-team.
this gets confusing, the next game. It is a 6-on-6 play-in game between the Goonies and the Purple Label. And in the next few seconds, you'll find out why.
Right.
Sounds a little nutty to us. Goonies have shown some life. I've been on the Purple Label all season long. I'm not.
You
gonna
have.
go. I'm not
All right. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go Purple Label too. A little bit of an upset, I guess you can call it. A 9 beating an 8. A little upset. But I haven't really seen the Goonies. I know we haven't seen the Goonies. I get it, Goonies. But yeah, from what I've seen from the Purple Label, you've been right. Very athletic team. They just need that experience. Really, is all they're lacking right at this point. Mm-hmm. So I will go Purple Label. I think they might be able to make a little noise.
Okay, because that's interesting. Because on the field right next door, where I'll be on the grass field this week.
All right.
This weekend, All Stars Hawkeyes. Will the Hawkeye show?
If the Hawkeyes show, yeah.
And if they do, I don't think it makes any difference at all.
Yeah.
Because the All-Stars, the Canes are playing at 8:30, and so are the All-Stars. So one team is not going to know what the others do. Remember, the All-Stars can still finish first.
Right.
If they win and the Canes lose.
Honestly, I don't think either the Canes or the All-Stars care if they're first or second.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You know that. They care about the next season. This was their preseason the way that these two teams look at it. They've been in the trenches for so long that that's all they look forward to. They're just like, let's get through these 8 games, let's get to the playoffs, and that's when the season starts.
And
so I don't think they care if they're
on
1
the
or 2.
flip side, the Hawkeyes would like to beat a team like the All-Stars.
Of course they would.
5-3, go in on a positive.
You know, and then that's a huge mess there. If you get all those 5-2 teams to win, and then the Hawkeyes also bump up, now they're 5-3. You know, this is woo. Or you get those 5-2 teams all lose. Oh, it's craziness.
Well,
I'm glad I just have to talk about it and not said it.
And here's where the craziness comes in that we were talking about with the Purple Label. Purple Label have a 8-9 playing game at noon.
At noon.
On the turf field. But at 10 o'clock, Purple Labels are playing the Warriors in a makeup game.
Woo.
Now, the Purple Label's already locked in at 9.
Right.
What's the incentive to play this game?
Yeah, why not forfeit it? Honestly, you know, forfeit that. You're locked in at 9.
And the Warriors, I don't think it makes any difference to the Warriors, does it, in terms of where
I
they
don't
are?
believe.
They could tie Deja Vu.
They could tie Deja Vu. I'm not sure if they've played.
They played each
But,
other.
you know, maybe Purple Label just says, hey, listen, guys, we're not going to do it. The playoff game is a little more important to us. We want to be ready to go. We don't want any risk of injury. Say the quarterback goes down, they're running back, somebody who's very important to that team. Maybe. If it doesn't matter.
Why?
But then again, I don't know. What am I talking about?
Here we go.
You know, I'm just sitting here.
The last game is a playing game.
Yep.
Deadly Assassins against BP, who just beat them.
Yeah.
So
we have 2 games from last weekend that are going on again this weekend. So are we going to see any difference? Is BP going to put it on the Deadly Assassin again this week?
well, the Bennett boys, here's your chance, guys.
You want to stay alive one more week. You know,
They did it last year, right?
They
had
did.
an upset win and stayed alive. For
They
another
did.
week.
So this is it. You know, this is the real time now. We'll see what the Deadly Assassin can do. I will go with the Deadly Assassin. No real reason.
You know what? I got to give the Bennetts some, what can I say, motivation.
So you can pick against them.
So I'm going to pick the BP.
See
BP, I'm taking you guys. You beat them once. Why can't you beat them again?
Exactly. Why can't you 1 week later?
Feigl Field. This is going to be, this might be a forfeit.
Yeah.
Bucks in the Wildcat. Wildcat show, they have a chance. If not, it's all Bucks.
Yeah.
But I got to go with the Bucks.
Yeah, you got to go with the Bucks with this. Wildcats really haven't shown much. They're 3-game losing streak. And the Bucks look good, man. Bucks look good, flat out. They just look good. They're good. I think they're going to be on top of this touch division for a long time.
If they stay
They rolled in
together.
last year and just were like, basically, this is our division now.
Now,
And that's how they're treating it.
the 2 games at Lancaster Field, if this first game happens, this is going to be a
We got one more at Feigl.
Oh, Feigl. Oh, New Breed and the Bears. Oh,
New Breed and the Bears. Yeah, this is going to be a great game. This is going to be a good physical game.
And boy, do the Bears want to win this game.
They need to win. Well, they don't need to, but it would be help them jump the Lightning.
And jump the Breed. They'd have the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
They'd have the tiebreaker over the Breed.
And that's true. So they could slip into 3rd place. Probably Bruins would move up if the Cobras win. But Bruins move up. Bears jump over. 2 teams are now at 6. They could be sitting at that 3rd seed, which would be nice.
Boy, would they love to beat
Oh yeah.
the New Breed.
Oh, yeah.
They would love to beat them.
So that I think that's going to be a nice physical game, out there in Bogota.
Now we can go to Lancaster Field.
Yeah, we can.
If the Express show up for this game, this is going to be a barn burner.
Yeah, these teams have played each other. I don't think there's a lot of love lost going on, you know what I mean, going on between these two.
If you're the Kodiaks, you're playing a team that's forfeited 4 times. They're going to show up on the last week
Yeah, just to mess with you.
in a game that the Kodiaks absolutely have to win.
They do need it. And again, like we said earlier, they've had 3 weeks off, it feels like. But again, that's if the Express showed up. We thought the Express was going to show up last week, taking down against the Bulldogs, which could have been a good win. If they won last week, could have won this week, could have set themselves up a little better seeding. Again, I don't think they really care about the seeding either. But this is a team that was in the chip in the fall.
Yeah.
This was a team that was in the chip in the fall and is now running at 2-5. You know, and they haven't changed much. They haven't changed a lot of the dynamic on that team.
Up, Mike.
I know. So
they're 2-5, but they've only played 3 games.
But I think even if they do show up, I think the Kodiaks are going to beat them just because they haven't been there. They haven't been playing really.
Well,
if they forfeited 4 times, yeah, they were playing in their other league, but this league. I'm talking about this league.
Who knows? Cobras and the Greyhawks. Cobras can lock down first place.
Yes, Cobras can. I think they do.
And I think they will. Davies Field, Park Ridge, another big game.
Yeah.
Field there, Savages Lightning. I'm going with Savages here. I'm not even taking a deep breath.
This is going to be a good game. I think you might be right with the Savages on this one. The man all day's got this team humming.
Well, if they have everybody there, big arm quarterback, a lot of speed.
Right, they're on a 3-game winning streak, 4-3.
Yep.
He's got this team going good. And like you said, big arm quarterback, a lot of speed, good athleticism. Lightnings have no defense. They have no defense.
And
this is a team
going to show.
But yeah, that's the other thing. This is a team that can put up points. You know, that can put up points. That you need to lock them down with that speed. I don't know if the Lightning have it. I think you're right about the Savages.
And the Happy Team who upset the Breed
They
by
did.
a point, missed those extra points, boy.
I'll tell you.
Congratulations to you guys on your big win.
Yeah.
We had said that this is the team, the Happy Team. Don't take them lightly.
No.
Because they got guys that'll run right past you.
Yeah. But they got the nice snatch.
Man, they have the nice snatch. Again, nice snatch. And nice
And I don't
season
think
for
they're going
you
to be
guys.
nice to those guys.
I think the team will do this.
Yep.
So, Mike, now the table's set.
Here we go.
Last week, hopefully by next Thursday, whatever happens on Sunday is ironed out.
Yeah, and we will be in full playoff swing by next Thursday. Every
playing
team.
games will be done. We'll finally know what's going to happen with the 8-man. Is it going to be 4-8? Is it going to be 5-7? That's been discussed. Is it going to be 6-6? Which to us,
I
is
vote
the
for
most
6-6,
logical one to do.
but I don't have a vote. I just have an opinion.
That's it.
That's all.
So, guys, enjoy the games this weekend. It's going to be a wild ride.
It is. Getting ready for playoffs.
All right, well, we see you next Thursday and find out who's where and who's what. Enjoy the games.